Hello everybody, I am super excited. The time has come for me to go and meet my new grandbaby. So I'm just packing a small bag because I'm only going for just over 6 weeks. So most of my stuff is already in the UK that I'm going to need. I don't imagine in May that I'm going to need a lot of warm weather gears. So I am wearing what I am going to wear on the plane. So I will have my shirt, my vest top, my comfy trousers. I also have a jumper there as well, which I can use in the UK as well. The plan is I am flying from Siem Reap to Kuala Lumpur. I am spending 1 night in KL. So what I've decided to do is pack 2 packing cubes. In this first one here, I have got my pajamas, which I will need in Kuala Lumpur. I have got my long-sleeved Uniqlo base layer, which again will be useful in the UK. I've got my black scarf and a couple of pairs of underwear in there. So the idea is that when I get to the hostel, and I'm staying in Pod Hostel again, all I have to do is open and take this out. I don't have to go rooting through everything else. I'm taking my umbrella because, let's be honest, I'm going back to England just in case. I'm hoping it's not going to be raining, but there we go. So they fit in there. I've got my puffer jacket, which I've brought out here with me, but I haven't used it. It's just been in my closet, so I'm taking it back. I'm going to take my power brick back as well. This is the U-Green 100 watt with 5 charging points. Now, this is great. It really is. But it's a brick. It's really heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it back and leave it in the UK. So each time that I go back, I know that I've got a plug in the UK. That can fit in there. In this little spot here, I'm going to put my tripod, but it's got my camera on it, which is this one just here, which I'm filming on. My DJI Pocket 3 is sat on it at the moment, so that will slot in there. And in my main packing cube here, so I will wear these from Siem Reap to Kuala Lumpur. And then once I've done that flight, spent the night, I'll either travel in these or I might put these in. Maybe I'll put those in my other packing cube, not so sure. But these are just a pair of comfies. I've got my green linen shirt, which again is comfortable, but it'll also be warmer for back in the UK. I've got my black flowy trousers. I've got my 2 Uniqlo little crop top bra tops, and I'll be wearing one. Obviously, I've got this thin t-shirt. I've got the one with the capped sleeves. I'm taking my little black top, which I bought here in Cambodia. My Uniqlo cream trousers. 1 pair of socks because I actually only own 1 pair of socks, which I had to buy for my recent trip on the night bus down to the islands. So I had to do an emergency sock buying because I just live in flip-flops here. So that can all go back in there. But that's all the clothes I'm taking because I do have clothes left in the UK. Although slightly problematic because I left all my clothes at my friend's house, Sarah's, and they are at the moment up in her loft. But I am going to go and visit my son first, and then I am going to visit both my daughters and my new grandbaby and spend some time in Essex. So I'll spend 3 weeks with my kids, grandchildren, new baby Leo, before heading off down to Southampton to see my friends and parents and family. Next, what am I taking? In this one, I have just got my, help me out, what do you call this? Wash bag, thank you very much. I've got my electric toothbrush with my toothpaste. I have got, did I put, no, there's no liquids in here. I've just got my hairbrush and a few bits and pieces. You don't need to see it. And I've got my cables in there as well. So both of those fit in there. And I've got loads of room left in there for some gifts that I will be taking back. This one, I have got my scales, don't know if I should take those, and my little cords there for my mobile phone, which I am filming on right now. So, yeah. I've been asked loads of times, what is this on the front? Well, do you remember my little car, Pebbles? This had straps, so it would strap round the headrests, and in here is a little pouch, and I would put tissues or baby wipes or things like that. So when I sold my darling little Pebbles, what I did was cut the bits off, and I have just carabined it to the front so that as I'm traveling around, if I don't want to wear a coat or a jumper, I can just put it in here. It's come in useful so many times. In this pocket, I've actually got, no, not that pocket, too many pockets. Let's do that up so I don't get confused. Doesn't take much these days. In this pocket, I have got absolutely nothing. So if I want to, I can actually put my Uniqlo bag in the top there if they say that I've got 3 bags and I don't need it. Everything I am taking does fit in here, but I like to have my electricals in a different bag. In this very front, I have got 2 little hand wipes, my compression socks, and a neck pillow. It's the same one that I bought for £1 in Poundland, strangely enough. Oh, and if you didn't see my other video, I put this here to help with the sound, because in my apartment it's just hard furnishing, so hopefully this helps with the sound a little bit. In my Kånken laptop bag, I have my laptop in there, keeping it nice. And in here I've got my headphones, which will be just around my neck probably for most of the time. I've got my little radio mics. I am wearing one, trying not to touch it. Peak Design shopping bag, my little thing with my passport and stuff in it. The case for my DJI Pocket 3, but again, I'm filming on that, so it's empty. And in here is my Insta360. I bought this little container, which is amazing, in a local stationery shop, and it keeps everything in one place. And that is all I'm going to take back to the UK with me. Oh, in this front pocket, I've put my liquids. So that's just the liquids that I'm taking, because I'm spending one night in a dorm room and I'm not quite sure, I can't remember, brain like a drain, whether they've got shampoo, conditioner, body wash. So I will just take that with me. What else have I got in here? Let me sit down for a moment. I've got my hand sanitizer. This is a small medical kit, Imodium. Always have Imodium on you. I have got my fan, my small purse. Of course, I've got my torch clipped to the side of my bag. I have my SD card, which all my footage lives on. Guard this with my life. I've got my regular glasses in here, Apple AirPods, loop ear things, power bank. This is my Apple Watch charger and a plug, a pen with my tape round it, a comb with a hair tie and nail files, and a pad. This goes on the back of my phone, but I'm filming on that at the moment. And obviously my keys are attached in there. And if you haven't seen that video, click here, because that was in with my 25 things that I can't travel without. So that's what I'm taking. What are my flights like? So let me get comfortable without my belly showing. My flights, as I say, I am flying from Siem Reap to Kuala Lumpur with Air Asia. I'm going to put the prices in here because off the top of my head, can't remember what I paid for them because I booked it a little while ago. From there, I'm getting the train to the Pod Hostel, spending one night there so that I can nip into Uniqlo because I want to get another one of these tops. And I might have a look to see if there's anything else I've just got to have. You know how it is. Then where? So the next day, my flight leaves at, I've got a feeling it's quite early. I think it's about a 8:10 in the morning flight. But if I'm wrong, I will put the information up here. Again, with how much that flight, and all of these are return flights, because normally I just book one way because I don't know when I'm coming back. But this time I've decided to book return flights because one, it was cheaper, and two, at least then I know in my head what my plans are. So I will fly from Kuala Lumpur to Istanbul in Turkey. I've got, I think it's about a 4-hour layover before I get my next flight from Istanbul back to Gatwick in the UK. Not landing until I think it's about 10:30 at night. So my son Michael is coming to pick me up, but what I thought I would look into is maybe getting a train outside of London, because to drive in, you've got to pay congestion charges, you've got to pay for parking, and it's a bit further. So what I might do is get a train from there to Reading, and then hopefully he'll come and pick me up from there and drive me back. As I say, he's an HGV lorry driver and he works nights anyway, so driving through the night isn't a problem for him. I expect I will be scintillating company for him. I expect I'll get in the car and pass out as I normally do. But then I will spend 5 days up with my son and daughter-in-law. Can't wait to see them. And then from there, he will drive me from that side to Essex to go and see my daughter Samantha, her family, my 4 grandbabies. And then it's time to meet baby Leo. So the rest of my time, I will stay. My youngest daughter has a very small place, so I won't actually stay with her. I will stay with my friend Vicky and every day head over to go and see her and the children while I am there in Essex, and I can't wait. And these are all the things that I am taking because, as I say, I've left my clothes with my friend Sarah, so that means the first 3 weeks I might have to go and locate a pair of jeans. I don't know whether I'll get those here just before I go, or whether I will look in Kuala Lumpur or just wait until I get back to the UK, because buying jeans over here can sometimes be problematic because they're always quite short in the leg because the locals are shorter. I'm only 5'5", but sometimes I find the length of trousers aren't long enough. So here, Kuala Lumpur, or back in the UK, I'm sure I will find something, and hopefully the weather will be better. Anyway, I think I've rambled for long enough. And if you want to see some clips of my time back home in the UK with family and friends, now's a good time. Subscribe, hit the button, give me a hype, and if you really want to buy me a coffee, that would be absolutely amazing. If not, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.